Hi everybody, Jamie Monkey Pants here. We're at the 16th Annual Farm Fest in Johannesburg, Michigan. We've spent a morning enjoying great music and we're rolling into the afternoon here. Just saw a performance down on the main stage in the middle of that beautiful natural amphitheater by Seritas Black Rose. We have Serita here and John Hayes here, who is her lead guitar player, and her, when they perform as a duo, plays together with her. And you guys cover a lot of really sweet tunes that a lot of people sing along with, which is always fun. Is that part of what you do? You want to get people singing along to your music? Is that part of why you cover some of the particular songs that you do?
Yep.
Yeah, sing-alongs.
Exactly. Just feel good stuff that people are used to. A lot of the newer stuff is, it's great. Don't get me wrong, but it's just things that we grew up with that make the air just smell a little, cleaner, and the trees look brighter, and you see a rainbow or a butterfly, and you're like, oh, I remember that song, and so we like to bring that back and give a little bit, take a little bit, give a little bit.
Right. I notice you have these wonderful Michigan earrings on. A lot of us from this state tend to really represent strongly. The music scene in Michigan seems to be exploding, at least to me. Do you guys see things really happening in your careers and in the scene in general in Michigan? And what's your take on how things are happening in Michigan?
I don't know. I guess the Michigan scene is just kind of full of pretty much any kind of music you could really look for, and it is exploding. And
I feel that way.
We're making our mark on the map, so to speak, I guess, and good place to, especially for festivals. I think there's a festival every weekend probably at some city.
Right.
And tons of different bands. Great location.
A lot of collaboration. You guys play with a lot of players who played with a lot of other people and who really got their chops. Because you have a full band as well, and this disc right here.
That's kind of our main.
This is our new
thing.
2013 disc. It's excellently put together.
It is.
It was actually put out August of last year.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Right.
But it's fairly new. We're actually in the studio working on a new one. This is with full band. We do all of our songs, but when we, like John said, when we do festivals and things, we usually do the duo, which is acoustic.
Right.
And it just kind of, like I said, we like to do feel-good stuff that people can sing along to.
Yeah.
Covers.
We do some covers, and but we also put some originals in there too.
And people are starting to sing along to some of them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very catchy and.
Yeah, I hear it played a lot on our local. We have a community radio station in Grand Rapids that supports a lot of the local musicians, and you guys won an award, a Jammy Award, right? Yeah. Which in our musical community in Michigan, that is a big thing to be recognized by that station, because they have supported and helped propel a lot of bands to a much greater stardom, or in our world, where they're playing festivals every weekend. And they really support that. WYCE 88.1 in Grand Rapids, Michigan. WYCE.org.
Right.
To
go to, yep.
Part of our community, and that's what we're trying to promote here as well. And you guys are really starting to step into the community. I see a lot more collaboration, and you guys are playing a lot more music festivals, which is awesome, because the crowds really love that. John, you play guitar left-handed. You're obviously a left-hander. Do you play other instruments as well, or you?
I play drums. I don't really play in a lot of bands, but I play my drum kit at home a lot.
Right.
But I've played since I was 10, so 25 years.
It shows. It's
just still at it. So. As long as I'm still doing that, it's all good.
Right. I love your guitar playing. It's awesome.
Cool,
and Serita, you're a multi-instrumentalist pretty much, right? I know you play harmonica, and I've seen a guitar hanging on your wall. You've played his ears.
Okay, that's just
but I have a
show
guitar
right
and
there.
I don't play. So.
I try. He won't teach me.
I can't teach her.
Right, you're left-handed.
I can play.
I'm the significant other. It's like
Sure.
He said I'm too hard to teach.
Right.
That's just me though. Somebody else could probably do it just fine.
Yeah, the neighbor's been like showing me a couple things, so I know how to do a scale.
Okay, nice. That's a start.
Baby steps. I taught myself to play the harmonica because my dad.
And you're a
used
great
to
harmonica player.
Oh, thank you. I'm getting better. It was when I first started out. Yeah, it was really terrible, but I listened to some of the old stuff and I was like, why didn't anybody tell me? But you gotta, keep going and view yourself and critique yourself.
You're your own worst critic, though. When other people were listening to your early stuff, they heard the heart behind it, and where you're putting your heart and soul into it, and that's different for somebody watching than for the person who's trying to criticize their own work from the inside. So it wasn't so bad. I was at some of those shows, and I've always enjoyed you guys' music.
Thank you.
You guys have done a couple tours recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How was your response on the tours, and how did you feel about traveling? Is that pretty rough?
It was just fun.
It was fun. You guys had a really good time.
It was more of a vacation slash
kind of
go to some venues.
Yeah.
And,
nice. That's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of funny because we went to a few places and we're like meeting some locals and we're like, hey, are there any places that we could just kind of go? Do you know any venues we could go maybe sit in with some bands? And the response was, well, most bands probably wouldn't be so receptive to that. And I was just kind of thinking, yeah, I know. And I'd be coming off kind of like they probably think, who's going to let just some stranger go up? But what they don't realize is they don't know Serita. And while we were on West, she just miraculously went up in middle of set and just like, give me the microphone. And she started singing and she blew the place up, and then
nice.
It was like, oh. So needless to say, she has that rare gift that she can pretty much lighten a place up wherever she goes.
Yeah.
And to me, I think the way she does it, it's kind of a rare find for someone to be able to just go to a complete stranger in a band and just do it.
Right.
It's awesome.
Well, for full disclosure here, folks, Serita's only 19, right?
Yeah, that's it right there.
But I've known her for a lot of years. I've watched her career from as long as I've known her, which is probably around 10 years now.
Yeah.
And consistently amazing vocals, and she always, whenever she's decided she wants to start a project, she always finds the best musicians possible. Where's the best place for people to listen to your music online or to find information about where you guys are playing?
Right at our website, which is seritasblackrose.com.
Serita with a Serita, right?
Regular
yep.
S.
Seritas.
Yes.
And Black Rose, all one word.
.com.
No apostrophe.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that could probably get you to a different website. We're busy right now. That's editing coming in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so folks, go on out there and look up their music. And I got one patented last question I want to ask you, and we'll work our way out with a song.
Okay.
It's a scenario. You're stranded individually on your own desert island, nobody else with you, possibly for the rest of your life. And you have everything you need, including electricity and a sound system, but you can only have the entire discography of one artist or band, which means like anything they've sat in on other people's work or produced, but you can only pick one band or artist. Who are you going to possibly spend the rest of your life listening to?
Why would you ask such a hard question?
Because I don't have to answer it. I'm the person
like a local band or a
just whoever. It's whoever you think you could listen to for the rest of your life, including every associated work. Like some people.
Can we include ourselves?
If you think that's a big enough discography and it wouldn't drive you crazy, then yes. That's
I
the
think
whole
if
point.
I had to play my own tunes over and over, that'd probably drive me nuts. But if I pick myself, then I could just write and create whatever I want.
No, you're on a desert island. I didn't say you have a studio. You only have something to listen to music that's already been created.
I would listen to Bob Marley.
Good company. There's
keep
been a few
Marley
people who've said that.
He was a great man. He did a lot of good things, including practicing what he preached, which was peace. And that's all he wanted between different races, because he was mixed himself with black and white. And I just recently watched a documentary on him, and it was great. I didn't realize a lot of things that he did.
Do you remember the name of the documentary so people can...
Oh, it was...
or where to find it?
It's on... I watched it on Netflix. Yes, I have the computer. It's on Netflix. And it is wonderful. It just takes us through his journey right up to his death.
His untimely death.
Yeah, he was only 36.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he was young. Yeah, it was a great loss. What about you, John? She gave you extra time.
Yeah, well, Bob Marley's a good pick for sure.
But you can't pick the same one.
But
yeah, John, you can't take
I'm not
mine.
going to pick the same one, so I guess if it was one person who's enlightened people in bigger ways than a human can really do, is Jimi Hendrix.
I knew he was going to say that.
Nice.
You know?
Not a huge discography, but
Yep,
I respect that.
just him as a person, and the power of him as a human being has changed the world.
Yeah, and still affects music to this day.
It affects everyone, and,
Oh, yeah.
and it will live on forever. And we actually just visited his grave in Renton.
Seattle?
Yeah, well, just outside of Seattle in Renton. And
Wow.
it used to be a little kind of humble gravestone, and not too long ago they erected a big kind of memorial.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
we went there with a friend of ours, and you could definitely feel he was there. And
It was very
a
spiritual.
lot of
It was-
energy from all of those people visiting, and
Yep.
yeah.
And all the little red marks on his face on different various carvings they had in their pictures was from girls kissing it.
Oh wow, wow, interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't kiss it or anything, but
No,
I just felt it, felt him there. Even the cloud formation was phenomenal, and just you could hear him saying, I mean, for me, I could hear him saying, "Wave on, wave on," you know.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
So
How about you guys take us out with a song? What do you got for us?
Yay. I think Rainbow would be a good one.
Well, I'd like to do one from a new song. We are in the process of working.
Yeah, you're working on some new stuff.
Yeah, we've got the material. We're just the hardest part about it is getting 6 or 7 musicians
Yeah.
on the same schedule so we can go into the studio and knock it out.
Right. Yeah.
And we haven't seemed to be able to do that because
Busy.
they're all full-time musicians,
And they work.
they play about every night of the week, and it's hard to
Yeah.
get everybody on the same page. So
But we will prosper.
yep, and
We will.
we do have a couple of dates that we'll kind of target towards, but
Nice.
yep, hopefully it'll be a whole 10-song full-length record, and so I'd like to do one from
It'll be
that.
just as good, if not better. I mean, we got some exciting new things that we're doing on it that's a
Great.
little bit different from the first one, but not so much. Kind of more bluesy, some
Alright.
stuff. It's gonna
Nice.
be great. Are you talking about Fire?
Yeah, this will be the
Okay,
acoustic
it's almost
version of that, but
reggae-ish.
Okay.
this will be a little bit different.
I heard
Well,
you
it'll be
say
a lot
how it was
different.
meant to be played earlier, so I'm looking forward to hearing it this way. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, grab that guitar. Let's
Cool.
hear it. This sounds
Yeah.
great.
I can't play any
It's
harmonicas
called
on
Fire,
it, but yeah.
not with an R.
Not with an R, no.
Fiya.
Fire.
Fire.
Yeah.
All right.
We got kind of a choir, but it's acoustic, so. Fire. Can you feel it deep down in your soul? The burning of stories told long ago, from ancient knowledge forged to bricks of stone, made from the fires of those stories told. It's like fire. It's like fire. Kingdoms risen from hands of man, made from the fires of those stories told. the sand, see the fires down below. It's like it's like well, I'm like natural. I said, well, I'm like natural. Do you acknowledge me? Yeah. My heritage, my right to be free. It's like it's like fire. Tell us your stories. Tell us what you know. Yeah. Well, I like natural. Yeah. Do you acknowledge me? It's like fire, fire, fire. Ooh. Fire, fire.
Nice, very nice, guys.
Thank you.
Seritas Black Rose.
There
Guys,
you go.
check them out. Thanks for tuning in to the Stagecoach Television. I'm Jamie Monkey Pants, and we'll see you next time. Peace. Awesome, guys. I like that tune. I really like it a lot.
I think you'll dig the electric